Hey friends, we woke up this morning and we were looking at our calendar and we realized that we have an extremely busy August, and this just so happens to be Anna's birthday month. August 30th is Anna's birthday, and typically a way that we come and celebrate is we spend a day at the parks doing whatever that person wants. Their favorite food, their favorite rides, their favorite shows, anything and everything they want to do. We have a day full of that, and since the end of our month seems to be so busy and we have a free day today, we have come over here to do that. So we are going to spend the day doing all of Anna's favorite things.
We're gonna stay in studios today. Maybe on like Tyler's birthday, he can do his favorite things in Islands of Adventure. But the feels like today is supposed to hit like 114. I think it's 108 right now. And studios has like more indoor attractions and better AC. And I don't know if you guys know this, but great AC is one of my favorite things. Oh, that ride is so fun. Like the adrenaline is just pumping from that. It's one of my favorite coasters here. Like I know a lot of people give it crap because it is older and it's a little bit rough, but my favorite part of it is like the music aspect. You get to pick your own song. Tyler and I always try to pick the same songs. We're like vibing together on the roller coaster. Our favorite song to pick is Paralyzer by Finger 11. The very first time I ever rode that coaster though, I had no idea that like the music interface existed, and I just like panicked and punched something, and I ended up listening to The Devil Went Down to Georgia. So occasionally I will play that one just as like a throwback because it's fun. But we had no idea when we woke up this morning that we were gonna come do this today. We just kind of did it spur of the moment, but I already have an entire list of like my favorites at the parks that we are going to do today, and I'm very excited.
Now that Minions Land is kind of like made the front of the park cohesive, the only thing that sticks out like a sore thumb is Rip Ride Rockit. It just doesn't look like it belongs there. So if and when Rip Ride Rockit gets a refurb, it makes me wonder if they'll go with like the Minions theme, like what they're gonna do with it.
Yes.
I think in the movie there's a coaster. It's probably a kiddie coaster, but there's definitely things they could do with Rip Ride to make it fit a lot better, because right now it just doesn't belong.
I just had the thought, you know how they have some songs that are like minionized, it's like the Minions singing them? I think they should like redo Rip Ride Rockit, but leave the music aspect, and then all the songs that they have on there already, just minionize them, so it's the Minions singing to you. We came over here to ride the Mummy, but in August fashion, even though it's been a year since Mummy Watch, it is currently down right now, so we are not gonna get to ride it right now. So I guess we're gonna go get some food, but we'll be back. We'll be back, Mummy. I know y'all are probably sick and tired of us hyping up the Minion Cafe, but the food is just so good. Like a year ago, this would not have been on my favorites list because it didn't exist, but now it does exist, and their food is so good. They have tater tots that look like Minions. If you come to the parks and eat at this restaurant and it's not on your favorites list, I don't think we can be friends. That was so good. The food there is delicious, and you may have noticed that we only got one entree, and that's because that's not the only food stop that we are going to make today, but it was so good, and the AC was great. Tyler told me when we got in, he was like, oh, just get one thing and we'll split it, like you can pick whatever, and I didn't even know what I was gonna get, but when I looked at the menu, like that pork belly sandwich was just, it was screaming at me to get it. It's so good. That has to be both of our like favorite item there, and then the tots are delicious. We love Minion Cafe. Mummy's back open, let's go! Mummy puts a smile on my face like most rides can't. It is so good, it's so fun, and I always think back to the first time I rode it because it has so many surprise elements. Like, I just wish that I could ride it for the first time over again, but I also think back to when I came, so the first time I rode it, I was here with like my parents and my brother, if you can get him on a coaster, he likes it, but it's really hard to convince him to get on one. So my dad and I fibbed a little bit about what the Mummy was. So going in, he thought it was like a 3D ride, but it's actually a roller coaster and a really good one. And he loved it afterwards, but it was so funny, like the realization when he realized it was actually a coaster. So I don't know, Mummy just makes me happy. I just have a lot of like good feelings when I think about Mummy.
All right, so Anna Anna had to use the restroom, but the next thing that we're gonna do, when she told me this is what she wanted over here in Diagon Alley, it's a weird combination, so I'll let y'all look at that. But also, I'm not a great gift giver. I'm an okay gift giver. And Anna has told me a couple things that she wants, but Anna kind of keeps everything together for us. Like, I couldn't function or do anything that I do without Anna, so I want to make her birthday this year even more special. So I'm gonna tell her, a lot of times, like, we tag team the comment section, like we try to answer every comment, and every time we just kind of both, you can probably tell sometimes when it's me answering versus her answering, but I told her for this video that I'm gonna answer all the comments, and that's because I want some of you guys to tell me something, like, give me some ideas for something special I could do for Anna, because I wanna make this birthday for her a good time, because she's like missing her family and everything, and we don't get to spend birthdays with our family like we used to. And I just want this birthday to be a great one for her. So if you have any suggestions, y'all know Anna pretty well at this point, let us know. Let me know.
So we just walked into Diagon Alley, and the dragon, she blows whenever she wants, but it tends to be every 10 minutes or so. It's currently 5:40, it was 5:42, now it's 5:43. So we would expect the next time that she blows to be 5:50. And the train went by where it makes like the loud noise like the train's going over, and everybody thought it was the dragon like growling before she blows fire. So now everybody's standing there with like their phones up behind me. Makes me laugh. Okay, that probably came across as hateful, and that's not how I meant that whatsoever. It's just funny for us when we walk in and see this giant group of people that has no idea. Like, they're so enthralled in like the magic and the wonder, especially of Harry Potter land, like all the newness of it. Like, you can just tell that those people haven't been here before, or haven't been here very much, because they don't know when the dragon blows. And like, to some degree, I miss that. Like, I miss when all of this was brand new. Okay, I just ordered, and I couldn't get exactly what I wanted to get, and I'll explain why once the food gets here, but some of y'all are probably gonna think it's a weird combo that I ordered. Just don't judge me, okay? So I got the butterbeer potted cream and potato wedges. What I wanted to get was breakfast potatoes, but they don't serve them past breakfast, which is a little sad, but these are also pretty good. And they're actually like salty enough. Usually you have to, or at least I prefer to put a bunch of salt on them, but these ones are nice and salted, and Tyler's probably gonna hate me for this, but I can't not do it. And anybody who's like a fry and ice cream person is gonna understand, but I gotta know what it tastes like together. Pretty similar to French fries and ice cream, but it has a butterscotch finish to it. I'm not gonna eat any more like that, but if you happen to have this combination, it's worth a try. Tyler is, he's bothered by my choices, but the butterbeer potted cream is so good. It also comes in like a glass, like an actual glass jar. But it is so good. Like, it doesn't sound super appetizing, but it's basically like butterbeer pudding, and it's cold, and it is very delicious. So if you have not tried this before, it is one of my favorites, and you need to do yourself a favor and try it.
I think if we had more time, we could probably just spend all day in Diagon Alley. Like,
yes.
Never leave it. That would just be our favorite thing video. Like, the theming is just unmatched anywhere else in the world. Like, any theme park I've ever been to just doesn't match the theming of Diagon Alley. We truly do love it. I also want to say my favorite thing is I talked to them while you were using the restroom.
Okay.
And I mentioned your weird combination, and the fact that you then confirmed yourself that you think it's weird made me feel way better about it, because you dipping it in there.
It's not that I think it's weird, it's just that I know that other people think it's weird. So like, I just gotta preface it with that. Like, y'all are gonna think it's weird. It's not weird to me. It's delicious to me, but it's fine. I'm weird. I'm okay with that. It's my day. You have to let me win, right? Spoiler alert, he did not go easy on me whatsoever. That was a thrashing, like a really bad one. But to be fair, they did seat us on like the opposite side of normal, so like neither of us scored really like that well. Mine was really bad, like the worst I've done in years. I don't really want to talk about it. So I guess that's how like my Men in Black training is going. I need to ride more, a lot more.
Anna is over here adding to the Instagram story.
Caught me.
Did you say it doesn't even feel like we're at a theme park, and then you like pan to Rip Ride Rockit, except for that roller coaster right there?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like the coaster kind of ruins it, but like if you look over here, except for like the fake shark hanging out of the water, that's kind of theme parky too. But like it just feels like you're sitting by like a little pond or like a little lake or something, like just chilling by the water.
Yeah, so, I'm just kidding. But while we were walking over here, we had the conversation that Men in Black has just always been a part of our, like, theme park days, like, our favorite days, whatever, any kind of day that we come here, we get on Men in Black, and it hurts to think that there's probably a time...
Don't say it.
...that doesn't exist anymore.
That makes me so sad.
It makes me sad too, but it just goes to like show you, like, if there's something you love in the parks, you need to do them as often as possible. Like, we ride that enough that like if it went away, we would miss it, but we ride it enough. Like,
we wouldn't have any regrets.
Yeah, we would have zero regrets, other than the fact that Anna will never, ever beat me. But outside of that, no regrets.
Of course, we had to ride E.T., and Tyler lucked out and got the seat with E.T. actually in front of him. So we were in the front row, which is always so much fun. We love that ride. There was a little kid behind us when we first got on. He was like, "What is this, like a bicycle?" And his mom was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Why are we on a bike? I don't get it." And the kid, it's got a movie that he really should watch before he gets on that again. It'll make a little bit more sense. But there is one more thing in the park that we're going to try to do. It's getting close to park close, and it's not always going to be a favorite because it's not always going to be here, but right now it's definitely one of my favorites.
Okay, so we were going through the area, Central Park, where they have one of the scare zones. It's August, so there is scare zone decorations up for HHN, and I saw the bat, and all I can think about is Fern Gully. Y'all know Batty from Fern Gully, played by Robin Williams, the greatest bat ever, but that's all. Like, it looks like the Fern Gully bat. It looks like Batty.
So this is the Ian Malcolm brownie from the Jurassic Park tribute store, and it is delicious. So we got it like the very first day that the tribute store opened, and we got it because it's hilarious because of the little like picture of Ian Malcolm, like, you know, all sprawled out on top. But it was shockingly good. Like, we didn't expect it to be nearly as good as it was, and we haven't had it since then. So I figured today was the perfect time for us to get this and enjoy it. And I like the fact that I haven't like stuck this fork in here yet is a miracle. So I am doing that now.
And so while we sit here and enjoy this brownie, we're gonna do another one of our favorite things to do here. And we're just gonna people watch. The park's closed in like 10 minutes. We're gonna sit on this bench, eat the brownie, and enjoy the rest of the time in the parks. Today turned out to be incredibly fun, even though it was one of the hottest days of the year. We kept getting messages reminding us that, hey, today's one of the hottest days of the year. That's kind of like telling me how many steps are left when I'm walking up them. Yeah, like, I'm experiencing it. I don't need to know that. I'm kidding, but I had a lot of fun today.
Yeah,
it was fun doing your favorites.
Very much fun.
Hopefully we can get back around your birthday, but I kind of doubt it. If you guys want to see like a fun day with us at Magic Kingdom, check out this video right up here. But thanks for hanging out, and we will see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.